retired. What was your initial reaction to that?
I figured out pretty much when everybody else figured out, just through the media. I was actually in an interview with Miami Dolphins, and they stopped the interview. It's like, have you seen it? And then I ended up like, what are you talking about? He's like, you haven't seen it? So that's how I actually figured out. They showed me, and we had to stop the interview, and I kind of seen it on social media and everybody's reaction, so I pretty much had the same reaction to everybody else.
The meeting continued?
Yeah, after about 5 minutes, we kind of talked about it and digested it, and it ended up continuing after that.
When you reflect back on your time at UAB and then the last year, how important do you think that year under Saban was? He's obviously the DB guy. How was that important for you in your development?
It was essential. I mean, Coach Saban, it's so much stuff that he teach the DBs. He's the greatest to do it. You go in, he teach you how to prepare for a game. He teach you his system of defense, which is probably one of the more complicated systems in the country. So it was essential for me to go in and play in that level of football and play for Coach Saban for his last year. It was essential for my football career.
What was the biggest thing you picked up from him?
Definitely preparation. So one thing I definitely took from him was he always says, like, there's a price to pay, and it has to be paid up front. And obviously we have to pay that price during the week before the game to prepare for the game.
Talked to three of your teammates yesterday about Saban. Different responses on their reaction to it. I think Braswell said he was shocked.
Right.
Turner?
Yep.
He said that he thought he could see it coming in the right sense because he thought Nick was more loose last year than maybe earlier in the career.
Right.
Fall in the category of being surprised or not.
I was definitely shocked. I feel like everybody was shocked. If you weren't, something wrong with you. But I was definitely shocked. Didn't see it coming. I thought he at least stay a couple more years. Definitely.
A couple of them said they thought he coached forever. Like, well, yeah, you think they're
Yeah, he's definitely a legend, and he don't show it. I mean, he keep going. He been doing the same thing for so many years. Winning at the level he's winning is he don't really show it. But I mean, guys getting old, he's a legend. So hey, enjoy retirement, coach.
What was the process like transferring from UAB to Alabama? You know, other teams contacted you, ending up at Alabama.
So for me, the process it wasn't that bad. Kind of getting into like the transfer portal get kind of hectic when you first get in, like talking to all the different schools and trying to figure things out. But for me, I kind of had my head on straight. I kind of knew exactly what I was looking for when I was getting in the portal. I kind of already knew like what I wanted to get out of it and what my situation really was. So for me, Alabama was a no-brainer just based off the way they prepare guys for the next level. It was a no-brainer for me, and going with Coach Saban, it was a no-brainer.
Did you ever have anybody contact you?
Nah, I didn't have anybody contact me before I got in the portal.
Jay, I wanted to ask you about Travaris Robinson from Alabama. Just how much of an attraction was he to going over to Alabama and learning from him and Coach Saban?
T-Rob's that guy, man. T-Rob, one of the best to do it. Hated to see him leave and go over there with the dogs, but he's one of the best to do it. He teaches you so much about just the minute details of Coach Saban's system and the ways that he pick it up. And he kind of relates to some of us a little different than some of the older coaches.
How does he relate to you differently? What does that look like?
So as far as just like our generation is kind of different, and he's obviously a younger coach compared to a lot of the other guys, like even Coach Saban, who's in the room with us every day. He kind of relates to us better than Coach Saban. Coach Saban, the whole old school guy, it's his way. But Coach T-Rob comes in and he's going to sit down with you and let you know, like, hey, this is Coach Saban. This is the way he wanted it done. You can kind of see it better from this way. It's going to be the same way. You're going to think about it the same way. So that's kind of how it was with T-Rob. He relates to us.
Can you tell us about Texas? A couple Alabama players transferred out to go to Texas. Isaiah Bond, Amari Niblack, and Kendrick Blackshire. Can you let Texas fans kind of know about what you kind of thought about those dudes and kind of your scouting report on those guys for people that might not know them very well?
Right. You definitely get some dogs. So just to be able to go to Alabama and go through the offseason program and be able to go through a season over there, you definitely get some dogs, man. Those guys, those are my brothers for life. We went through a lot. We was able to overcome a lot of adversity. So those guys are battle tested, and they're gonna give it their all.
What kind of receiver is Isaiah Bond?
Isaiah, he's one of the best in the country. So he's gonna come to work every day. He's twitchy, fast. He's gonna be open a lot. So
Jalen, what drills are you kind of doing?
I'm doing everything.
And what are you trying to prove to teams?
So for me, just proving the teams that I'm a guy.
How would you describe your style of play?
Physical.
You mentioned the Alabama defense is very complicated.
Right.
How surprised maybe were you that Caleb Downs was able to come in and put up 100 tackles as a true freshman?
Right. So that's extraordinary. I mean, he's much before his time. He's a guy that probably generational. So for him to come in, is like his maturity level is through the roof. He's more mature than a lot of sophomores, juniors, probably seniors I've seen throughout my whole career. So, I mean, Caleb's same thing. He's a dog, and he's mentally, he's already prepared to be in the NFL.
It's playing alongside a talent like that. I mean,
Right.
to kind of lift everybody up, the kind of competition that you see in that room in Alabama, and just pushing each other to get better. I mean, how much of a benefit was that for you?
It was very beneficial. So that's the whole process there. The process is about coming in, competing against the best in the country. You go to Alabama, that's what it's all about. So, I mean, when you sign up for it, that's what you sign up for. You don't sign up to go in and I'm going to be the day one starter. No, you go in there to compete against all the guys that's already there. And those guys were the best in the country when they was coming out of high school and things of that nature. So, I mean, that's what you're competing against, and that's what you sign up for. So that was a whole part of my process. I wanted to go in and go against the best guys in the country.
Jay covered Ohio State, so sorry, another Caleb Downs.
Right.
When he came in, what impressed you about the way that
His preparation, the way he took care of his body, week in and week out, the way he went in and studied the playbook and make sure he knew what to do on Saturdays, and it was completely different from any freshman I ever seen. Yeah.
And what about his on-field performance? Obviously, he had a great year.
Right.
What do you want to say about the kind of player he is on the field?
He's definitely a twitchy player that's going to kind of trigger on things before a lot of guys even see it. So he said stuff before a lot of guys even see it. He's able to come down in a run fit pretty fast, so he can cover. Not afraid of anything.
Who are some freshmen that kind of blow you away?
As a freshman, that definitely blew me away. True freshman, that's extraordinary.
Who are some of the guys in the NFL that you maybe watched and learned the most from over the years?
So I watched Duran James. He's all over the field. He go from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field in the blink of an eye. He's making plays all over. Guys like Minka, just the preparation he kind of brings to the game. His did the same thing, and he was at Alabama. That's what he do. His preparation for the game and playmaking ability, and being able to play be versatile at different positions.
Have you had a chance to meet with the Buccaneers this week?
I believe so.
Was that an informal or formal meeting?
Informal.
And what did they talk about, and how did that go with you?
So I mean, just kind of went through defenses, and then was able to kind of go through my background and things of that nature, talk about my season and things like that.
What teams have you met with this week?
So I went to East West Shrine, and I was able to I met with pretty much every team. So up here, it kind of was piggyback off that. Meeting with a couple of teams, it was kind of piggyback off that, and I was able to just basically go through defenses and kind of look at a couple film plays, things of that nature.
Do you have a top couple of teams that you maybe liked more?
Nah, I'm versatile. I go anywhere.
Jalen, how would you say you're a different, not just a player, but a person from when you first got to Alabama?
I definitely say the preparation-wise. So there you got a target on your back pretty much every week. You got to come with your A game every week, or you're gonna get knocked down. That's just the game there. So from a preparation standpoint, you got to prepare different from probably anywhere else, a lot of places in the country. So just from me going there, it taught me how to prepare for the game, kind of go through the week, what I need to do to get ready for the game on Saturday.
What was it like preparing for J.J. McCarthy and Blake Corum in the room?
So for that game, pretty much had a couple weeks to prepare for the game, prepare for him. You got to prepare McCarthy. He can run and he can throw. We knew they was gonna come in with some utility plays that we probably haven't seen all year, copycat plays from other teams. For the running attack, that's what they do. They get in heavy personnel. They may show 11, but it's 12 personnel, things of that nature. We just had to prepare for run fits. So.
mentioned about a couple other people came from Alabama and Ohio State.
Right.
Seth McLaughlin and Sam Batuta.
Okay.
What do you want to say about those guys?
Dogs.
What about Seth? I mean, he had his snapping issues a little
Right.
bit in the year. What kind of players?
It's part of football, so I mean, he's going to fight through adversity. He have all season, just like everybody else on the team. He's the guys that come in and work. It's things that he might have to fix, but when the season get here, I'm pretty sure it'll be perfect.